welcome to another presentation of Under the Macroscope. Today, I want us to take a closer look at America's economy, or lack thereof. Does America really have a viable, salvageable economy? Let's take a closer look at what the expression economy actually means. The term economy is simply defined as careful management of resources to avoid unnecessary expenditure or waste, period. Wow, that definition alone makes me ask, does America actually have an economy? Based upon where we are right now with all of the despicable arguing and foolishness that we see, that's a very legitimate question to ask. There are lots of dollars being handled, but how are they being handled and what is the ethical source of those dollars? Note the word ethical. Oh, there is plenty of blame to go around as to who is responsible for the economic mess that we're in. There are those who want to blame social programs like Social Security and Medicare, claiming that these and some others are too much of a drain on our economy and that our country simply cannot afford them. Others dispute such claims by pointing out that wealthier citizens are costing the country billions of dollars each year because of the low rate of tax that they pay due to ridiculous tax protections that the average American citizen is not allowed to enjoy. Both of these groups are right. Yes, you heard me. Both of these groups are right. How can that be so? Well, some of the programs that were designed to help needy children, for instance, although they are good in concept, are very poorly managed. And although the dollars are flowing out, the children are not getting their due support. No one seems to want to take the responsibility for fixing this fiasco for fear that they will be labeled as haters of the poor. All medicine that is good for you does not always taste good, but it gets rid of the problem, and you will eventually rejoice that you endured the bad taste. On the other side of the coin, the problems are essentially the same. The excuse for allowing mismanagement to continue, however, hangs on the fear that if too much is done to make wealthier citizens pay more taxes, some sellouts campaign is not going to be financed, and some much needed funding is going to go to the wind. Both of these weak and brainless groups are guilty of doing the same to what is yet to be a legitimate economy. There is no careful management of resources. Each group of clowns is only trying to grab as much as they can possibly grab for their special interests. And a majority of Americans don't have sense enough to care because they are too busy trying to, quote, identify with and uphold their kind. If the average American household operated the same way that our so-called economy is being run, we would no doubt be what many call a third world country, even with all of the so-called technological advances we claim to enjoy. Those space toys mean absolutely nothing to a population that is brain dead, cannot read or write or communicate at the lowest level, even though so many of them claim to be college educated. We have all seen that even a college, quote, education can be bought if you know the, quote, right people and can fork over the right amount of cash. Just another Mackian observation. Thanks for listening. Follow me on YouTube at MacRay under the Macroscope. Please subscribe and share. And if you wish, you can make a contribution of your choosing by using the QR code on the screen. You may also write to me at MacRay, P.O. Box 403, Pineville, North Carolina, 28134. See you next time. And remember, under the macroscope, we take a closer look.